Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Rock Shop with Ralph, your source for all things entertainment. Tonight, another legend on my show. I cannot believe this. Multi-platinum recording artist, lead singer from RATT, Mr. Stephen Pearcy. What's up, Steve?
How are you, my friend?
I am beyond excited. Just so everybody knows and they can see, this is an audio only, so that's fine. If you get Stephen Pearcy on the show, I would do it by Pony Express if I had to. So what's up, brother? I got an Action Expeditional Queens. How you doing?
I'm doing way cool, man. Just getting ready to assault the East Coast. I mean, it's been a while and a lot of people are afraid to throw down shows, but you know, we're not. We're going to get out there. I call them my rat bastards and we're going to go kick some ass.
Yeah, I mean, let's get the solo band down. I want to get this out. I want to give them props. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you had some interchanging members. You have Eric Ferrentinos.
Mm-hmm.
You got a new bass player, Jerry Montano.
Yep. From Hell Yeah. And,
from Hell Yeah.
All kinds of groovy bands.
Now, please tell me Greg is still in the band. Greg D'Angelo.
No, I haven't had. Greg hasn't been in the bit. We've got Scott Coogan.
Scott Coogan, who's another phenomenal drummer.
Yeah, he's amazing.
All right. I knew it was either or on them. That's why I'm asking you, because Greg's a New York boy. That's my boy. One of my idols. I'm a drummer as well.
Oh, Greg's an amazing drummer, but I think he's out doing some other stuff, which is way cool.
Okay, great. That's why I got you here, Steve. So I want to talk about your solos. Actually, first thing I want to talk about, which I think this is one of the best things I've seen on well, it's not out yet. It's coming out, but the previews are amazing. And I want to talk about this a little bit. You have a rockumentary coming out called Nothing to Lose, a Stephen Pearcy Rockumentary, where they bring you back to San Diego, where you grew up, and they bring you back to your original house, and they walk through your career, and you go to see the Whiskey a Go-Go, all that stuff. But what I found amazing on this was they go to your house, and the stuff that you're pointing out is still there 30 years later.
Yeah, man. It's a trip. That was released a bit ago. We're actually going to do a part 2. Yeah, I mean, I just knocked on the door. We just showed up and the lady was like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, I used to live here. We're filming. And she called her husband and said, hey, there's this freak out here. And he says he's in this band, and the guy went, oh yeah, I know who they are. Let him in.
Let him in.
Right. And we did, and then lo and behold, they still, left all this, rat stuff up there. And what was missing was I used to write the set lists on the walls everywhere. You know? Those are gone, but there was some good stuff that's still there. Yeah.
And this is the part where I say, if you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. You would think it was staged, because you walk up to the door and you tell the lady, that's the original mailbox. And she's like, oh yeah. And then you turn around and you say, there was a lightning bolt right here. And all of a sudden the lightning bolt is right there. It's still there.
Yeah, it's a Chargers thing from way back in the day. Yeah, it was crazy, man.
And then you go in the garage and you say, my stepfather was a pilot. There used to be a sticker here, and there's a pilot sticker there. And then the best part was in the garage on pegboard, there's a sign that says RATT.
Yeah, the RATT logo up there. Yeah, man, it's amazing. I mean, it was a trip, and then fortunately and unfortunately, I go to the accident scene, which literally changed my life. And I'm like, that was a little scary, but it was cool going in there, and it was kind of surreal in a way, because both my parents had passed there, and that's kind of trippy. But
I know, and you said a little prayer for them. Rest in peace. Mrs. Pearcy and your stepfather. I'm sorry, or your real father, Mr. Pearcy.
Stepdad. Yeah.
Right. I can't wait to see the whole thing. I'm telling you, anybody tuning in, you have to go on YouTube and see the clips. I mean, it's so crazy but believable. When you see it, you're like, unbelievable first, and you're like, wow, but he's corroborating it. So it's great. I can't wait for that to come out. And that's going to be out.
It's out. Matter of fact, you can get it on ASY TV, ASY TV.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
And we were we're planning another one. It's like we're getting into some other projects
Very
outside of
busy.
music. Yeah.
I just want to state it real quick. Yeah, it's available on a site, asy.tv, Roku,
Yeah.
Apple TV, Amazon. It's great. Check it out. It's called Nothing to Lose, a Stephen Pearcy Rockumentary. Now,
Thank you, brother.
anytime, brother. I want to talk about your solo stuff.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, now, as I told you before the interview, I'm a fan.
Wait,
What's that?
I said way cool, man.
Okay, yeah. The last solo album you had, View to a Thrill, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'll follow you to the depths of hell. That's how much of a Stephen Pearcy and RATT fan I am. I like that one. I loved the previous one, Smash. Okay. I thought that 10 Miles Wide, that song, was your best song since Detonator. One of your best songs since Detonator.
Well, a lot of people don't, it trips me to this day. I do a lot of writing. I always have written for, RATT. And so, Eric and I, Ferentino's, we have such a click. He's been with me for well over, 15 years. And it's like he throws down this music to me and it just automatically clicks, and I'm writing stuff and we come up with these great songs. And even now we have so much material for the next record, and it's trying to find time to do it. We had all this fuck ups with the COVID and this and that, but everybody, and everybody's making excuses why they can't do this and can't do that.
And you're out there plugging away, playing.
Yeah, I don't make excuses. I get shit done. So we're getting ready to do the next record, number 6, and I put bits and pieces out there.
Yes, I'm going to mention that in a second.
Yeah, and see what people think, and regardless, and so it's working. We have so much stuff. I'm really looking forward to getting in there, especially with the new guys. Yes. I mean, Scotty was on the last record, and Frankie, Wilsey, and can't wait to get Jerry in there. The stuff we actually started writing a bit too with the old place. So we're excited, man. We're really excited. I wanted to put a double record out. My manager's like, I don't think so.
No, let's do 1 and 1. It'll keep you going.
Yeah. So I'm going to just load it up with about 15 tunes.
Awesome. I can't wait, brother. I really can't. Well, you released a little two singles. One, which I was amazed at when you released it, the Duran Duran single, Girls on Film. I was I
love that.
I loved it. I was like, what the fuck? But Stephen, that's what I love about you. I can tell how you evolve and you try to change it up. You don't want to just be, you'll always be RATT. You always be the voice of RATT. We know that. But you do different things. That's what I love. And 10 Miles, I go back to 10 Miles Wide because I'm telling you, that thing's burning up in my car still to this day. I love that song. But when you release Girl, and the video was awesome.
Thanks. That's Christy doing her bit. Yeah.
Yeah. When you release Girls on Film, I was like, fucking Stephen, man. He don't give a shit. He's got balls. He'll do whatever the hell he wants whenever he wants. And I love that about you.
Yeah, I did also a few years back, like quite a bit ago, I did Send Me an Angel by Real Life.
Yes.
I mean,
the electronic
song. I like all kinds of music, and I don't pigeonhole myself. I mean, I could write the heaviest shit all day long, but I influenced by so many different things, and when I say Adam Duran, people go, what? But I mean, it's true. I mean, shit, I was turning on to this shit in 81.
I hear you. It's funny because you see my stuff. I got Kiss, I got Black Sabbath shirt, I got Dio on my arm, and I interviewed one of my childhood heroes last week, Mario Cipollina from Huey Lewis and the News. I interviewed him, and everybody was like, what? But it was one of my favorite interviews. He had a blast. It's just, when you're a musician and you love music, what the fuck's the difference what it is? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? There's a trippy story about, we did this festival early on, RATT, like 84, Northern California, huge. And we actually shared a room with REM.
Wow.
dressing room. And, back then it was so fucking cool when anything went. We did a gig. I mean, at that gig, it was Huey Lewis, RATT, Berlin, REM. I mean, those days I miss so much,
Right.
It's like nobody pigeonholed. It wasn't hair this and metal that.
Right.
It was just fucking music.
Just music. Just music. Yeah, that's awesome. And I want to mention too, you released another song called "Don't Want to Talk About It," which was recorded back in the early 2000s. That was that's going to be on the new album as well, and that's with Eric Ferrantino, so you're a co-writer. Mike Duda, who I love, he played in Wasp with Blackie Lawless. That Babylon album is another fucking killer album. And my boy Greg D'Angelo, but that's another song. Awesome song. It's on YouTube. It's going to be out on his new album that's coming out in 2022 sometime. I know we're pressed for time. I want to talk about two other things. I want to talk about the upcoming gigs. We also
released, just for the hell of it, a song called Night Flight.
Yes,
Eric and I really want that on the record. It's just, it's crazy. Yeah,
I can't wait because the Girls on Film, that one, and Night Flight, which you mentioned. If that's what's to come with the new album, like I said, Stephen, I'll follow you into the gates of hell. I mean, there's only a couple. Honestly, there's only a couple bands that would do that, and RATT and you are one of them because you got balls, as we say in New York. You don't care. You put it out. If you like it, you like it. You don't, okay, we'll try something else the next time, and that's great. Yeah. That's great.
Sure, man. It's all music to me.
Exactly.
You only live twice, man.
Exactly. Which we could go to, which we'll talk about RATT towards the end, but I want to talk about the gigs you have coming up.
Sure.
You got two gigs coming up on the East Coast. One at the Showplace Theater, December 3rd. That's in Buffalo. And the second one is December 4th at Kegs Canal Side in Syracuse. Now, I want to tell you, the 9 p.m. starts. I'm going to put his website on this interview when we're done. You got a band called Hair Nation opening up for you with a friend of the show, Mr. Jim Crean, who's a dear friend and been on the show many times. You better bring your A game because Jim's got some pipes.
Hey, man, to each his own, dude. I never claimed to be some kind of Pavarotti freak. No,
but I'm only busting your chops. I'm only busting your chops, Stephen. But he's a great. If you catch him, did you hear his single "Cry No More" on his covers album that he did of Arcade?
Oh no, man! I'll check it out. That's great. I love that song, Fred Corey. Yeah,
with Fred. Come on, he did a cover of "Cry No More." That he's another person that that takes chances. I mean, Arcade should have been bigger than what they were. I loved Arcade. They came out, the whole story, grunge era, blah 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 blah. But he did that song. Check it out, and that's the band that's opening for you. They're called Hair Nation, and they're opening up for you at Showplace Theater, Kegs. You're going to see Hair Nation and Stephen Pearcy December 3rd and December 4th, 9 p.m. start. Tickets are available. Oh, and wait, the Keg Show is a free show.
Yes. By the way, so yeah, man, the promoter decided, look, let's get everybody out there. It's a tough one, it's a tough one out there. So let's figure out any way we can to get people out,
Who does that? Nobody does that. Stephen Pearcy's doing that. People with balls. That's right, Steve. There you go. Steven's got balls. He don't care. He's like, who gives a shit about the money? It's all about the fans.
Yes, it is.
All right. Now, the elephant in the room. We got to talk about, we got to talk about RATT, Steve. I mean, as I told you before, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. You always go back to your roots. You'll always be the voice of RATT. So here's the inevitable question. First off, I believe RATT should be in the Hall of Fame. Plain and simple. What are your thoughts on that?
I doubt that'll ever happen. Unfortunately, everything's politics. I mean, I watched the last Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's been on all week.
It's such a piece of shit. I mean, look, some people deserve to be there, and some people really don't. I mean, there are so many. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I thought, but I mean, there's some people who, they need from the 50s, 60s, 70s. I mean, let's go, people. Who could give a shit? Some 80s people need to be in there, definitely, but not like what's politically, well, this is the token hair band kind of thing.
Right. Perfect example. I have Mark Fauna from Grand Funk Railroad coming on tomorrow. They're not in.
Well, there you go, right there.
What?
I mean, look, that guy's so fucking insane.
Right?
And I know somebody who's kind of working with him, and I thought it was brilliant. And I told him, hey, you need me for anything with Mark, I'm in.
Wow. I'll relay the message tomorrow.
Yeah, I grew up on that band.
Yeah, he's gonna be on I'm having my 1 year anniversary show tomorrow, and he's a past guest. I'm gonna have a bunch of other people. Greg Chase on. I don't want to drop names, but we're having a bunch of people. Yeah,
way cool. Greg, yeah, man. Jakey Lee.
Oh yeah, that's your connection there.
Mm-hmm.
Jim will be on from Hair Nation. He'll be on, and a bunch of actors are gonna be on. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, I know you're pressed for time. The inevitable question. I know, and it's been said. You want to put RATT back together for one last album, but not without the original members.
Yeah.
Give me a percentage. What do you think that'll happen?
When hell freezes over, but I never say never. Warren is brilliant, and all I can do is put the feelers. Bob and I talk.
Back to talking, right?
Unfortunately, I can't bullshit people, It's like we've had great players and coming in and doing their thing, very respectable guitar guys and this and that, but it's not RATT, man. RATT
Absolutely
is
not.
Warren, Bobby, myself, and that's it. So with due respect, yeah, I would love to do one last record. I've got plenty of songs. I'm sure if Warren and I got together, all hell would break loose,
Absolutely, man.
So we'll see what happens, but making no promises. Just never say never.
I got you. Just two small minor things and we're done. How close was Warren? I know he was almost 99% in there. Was in Dio, Warren and Dio.
I don't know much about that gig. At one time I gotta tell you, man, we're not the most dysfunctional band, or we weren't, but we're pretty dysfunctional. But so I don't know what went down there.
All right,
but
I couldn't see it, honestly. I couldn't see him in the band, but it was like almost a done deal, but it just never materialized. I figured you might have some insight on it.
No.
Okay.
But that would have been amazing. I know he did a bit in Whitesnake. He just goes out. I mean, I think he was just trying to entertain himself. That's about it,
Okay, that's great. Okay, the GEICO commercial.
Yeah,
I loved it. They got to call you back for another one, Stephen. And let me tell you this: is it true that? And I know it's true, but I want you to corroborate it. That song in the album charted again because of the commercial.
Oh yeah, top 10.
Cha-ching, baby.
Yeah, and then again, I wish it was the original guy.
Right. It was just you and one.
What can I say, man? That's one thing I really miss.
Yeah, I got you. Last question, Steve. Is there anything you haven't done that you want to do? Could be anything.
Yeah, drive a fuel car. And I'm sure I'll do it soon enough.
With all the other cars you drove, you want to drive a fuel car?
Yeah, I mean, totally. A top fuel car. Are you kidding? I've been around those things since I was a kid.
Yeah, well, it's Top Fuel Records.
Yeah, and I've been offered many a chance, and I might have to it's the last thing I had to do. And also jam with Robert Plant. That would be another.
That would be awesome. That's what I was trying to get out of you, but I'm glad you said it. Awesome. Well, listen, Stephen, I know you're pressed for time. I can talk to you for hours. I want to thank you. It's been an honor to interview you, and go see. And listen, you want to support RATT, you want to support the bands, you have to go out and see them. I say this all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Stephen's on the East Coast now for my East Coast buddies, my family. He's at the Showplace Theater December 3rd with Jim Crean and Hair Nation. And he's going to be at Kegs Canal Side in Jordan, New York, December 4th, the next day. That's a free show. That's also with Jim Crean and Hair Nation. You got to go see him. You have the man front and center, the voice of RATT. He's there.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Congratulations on your anniversary tomorrow. Thanks
a lot, brother. I'm going to see you real soon.
You got it, man.
I appreciate it, brother. Bye now.
See you.
Bye.